Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Good morning, everybody. In this nice morning, I hope you all doing great in your home because we are getting better time by time. It's about the coronavirus. This pandemic makes us cannot see each other, yeah, to see the true learning and teaching process, yeah, directly. Okay, in this chance we are going to learn about past perfect. Is one of the hardest tenses. With the past perfect. What is the past perfect? Okay, before we get into the meaning of the past perfect, I want you to see this quote. Why English so much fun? Yeah, so English is not it's not as hard as you think. Because all the faith he had an effect on the outcomes of his life. Yeah, because that sentence makes perfect sense. So we are going to learn about this sentence also, because we are going to learn about past perfect. Okay, of forms, as you know, is maybe just a little bit that I have to explain about this form. Subject, we, they, and etc. is used had. A lot of subject is used had after the subject. Yeah, because it's past. Yeah. Auxiliary verb, for the auxiliary verb, all of them is same. Yeah. Had. Okay, main verb is can be finished, stopped, gone, left, right, eaten. As you know, these main verbs in the past perfect tense you have to use verb 3 or past participle. Yeah, and then follow it by object or complement. Yeah, so this is verb 3, and then this is one is object or complement. Okay, I don't want to teach you all about the form or the patterns anymore, because you can see in the Google or in the dictionary about the pattern. Just focus on the sentences, how we make the sentences. Okay, past perfect tense is expression in the past before another action in the past. Past in the past. Yeah, so past perfect tense we are using it when we want to talk about action in the past before another action in the past. Yeah. Okay. For example, this one. The train left at 9 p.m. We arrived at 9:50 or 15 past 9. Yeah, 15 past 9. We arrived. The train had already left. This example is gonna be make a point for this past perfect tense. So when we arrived at 9:15 or 15 past 9, the train had left at 9 because we are late. Yeah, we are late in 50 minutes, so the train left. So this is what we talk about, the past action in the past, or past action before another action in the past. Yeah, the train had left before we arrived. Yeah, so that's make it our point for these tenses. Okay, maybe this is a drawing that can help you to understand more deeply about past perfect. Okay, this is the past, and this is the present. Yeah, this is the present. This is the past perfect. So past perfect is an action that happened before the past action or another past action. So the position of the past perfect tense is here, yeah, before another past actions. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we can continue first actions. First action, we can call it is past perfect tense. The second action is we can call it is past tense. Yeah. No. Okay, this is another example. It had received and had written. It hit my friend stopped by. Okay, the Titanic had received many warnings before it hit the iceberg. So before the Titanic hit the iceberg, the Titanic had received many warnings. So much danger signs. The Titanic had received many warnings before it hit the iceberg. So there's so many notifications before the Titanic hit the iceberg. We can call it, we can explain it using past perfect. So we use had received. Titanic had received many warnings before it hit the iceberg. Okay, and then the second one, I had already written my report when my friend stopped by to visit. Yeah, I had already written. I'm done with my report when my friends stop by to visit. So before your friends stop by to visit, you have done your your report. So we are use past perfect to explain that you had done of your report, of your written. Okay. Is it clear? Okay, maybe we got another example. Or this is the use of the past perfect tense is to talk about a past action that ended before another action or in the time past. So we are again the additional meaning of the past perfect tense is past perfect tense is to talk about the past action that ended before another action or time in the past. So past perfect is explained to the one action that has ended, that has end before another action comes. Yeah, before another action in the past came. Yeah, before another action in the past came. So this is the past perfect tense. I had done it. For example, I had called your mom before you put a warning to me. Okay, this is the past perfect. I had called your mom, and then you put a warning to me. You put a warning to me is past tense. But before this has happened, there is a past perfect tense that I had called your mom. So your mom had known about what I say before you put a warning to me. That's it. Clear? Okay, we got the use again. We use before and after and simple past. The lecture had started before we arrived. For example, me as a teacher, I had started before you arrived. I had started the class before you arrived, so you are late. So you were late. The point is you were late. Yeah. So I had started my class before you arrived. Clear? Okay. We continue. We also use the past perfect to show the cause of past actions. For example, I was tired on Monday because I hadn't slept well the night before. Yeah, because I hadn't slept well the night before, I was tired on Monday. On Monday, because maybe this is the Friday or etc. Another days after Monday, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, and etc. Yeah, because I hadn't slept well. Yeah, maybe I had so terrible nightmares, yeah, in the night before Monday. So in the Monday, I wasn't tired. I was tired on, yeah, so exhausted because of my nightmares. Okay, that's make a point. Goes to another example. With the time expression such as when, after, before, as soon as, by the time, by, and until. Okay, by the time I got home, my brother had already left. For example, you were late. The class start on 8 a.m. and ended at 9 a.m. Yeah, you got to school 9:10 or 10 past 9. So when you come to the class had ended. Mr. Ahim class had ended because you're late. Yeah, because the class had ended in 9 a.m. You get there at 10 past 9 or 9:10. Okay, so this is the class had ended, and you come. The class is ended at the 9 a.m. and you come at 9:10 or 10 past 9. Okay, so this one that we say this is past perfect. Yeah, I mentioned so many examples. I hope you all get an understanding about these ones. Yeah. Okay. Next. Okay, maybe this is we'll mention the keyword of past perfect. So after, as soon as, past perfect, past simple past tense. Yeah. Before, by the time, past simple also. See the past perfect. Okay, before, if we see before or by the time in the front of the sentences, maybe it must be followed by past simple first, and then you put a comma, and after you have to explain or put a written about past perfect. Okay, this is the example one. Before, by the time, past simple, the past perfect. If you see after and as soon as in the front of the sentences, maybe it's followed by past perfect, and then put a comma, and then you have to put a past simple also. Okay, you say after plus before. After he had finished the meeting, he made a telephone call. Okay, so that's the keyword say to us that if after come in front of the sentences, you have to put perfect tense first before past simple or simple past. Okay, after he had finished is past perfect. So after he had finished the meeting, he made a telephone call. He made is simple past because it's just verb 2. This is he had verb 3. Yeah, finished is verb 3. Telephone call. Or before he made a telephone call, he had finished the meeting. This is depend on the way that we want to use on these sentences. If you want to use the after in the front of the sentences, you have to put following perfect, past perfect, past perfect tense, and then come by past tense. Whereas before, if you want to put the before in front of the sentences, you have to make it followed by past tense first and then past perfect then. Yeah. So you get it so far? Okay, maybe di sini I have to explain a little bit more about the similar sentences using and before. Yeah. Okay, finishing, go out. For example, is the finish learning and go out. After I had finished learning, I went out. Yeah, after. So remember, after is followed by past perfect then. Past perfect first and simple past then. Before is followed by past simple first and then past perfect then. Yeah. Before I went out, I had finished learning. This is just depend on the way that you want to use. But you have to remember, don't turn it. Okay, this is also make similar sentences using by the time and as soon as. Go to the faculty and read. By the time I went to the faculty, I had read an interesting book. Yeah. As soon as I had read an interesting book, I went to the faculty. So this makes sense that two of them is so different in the arrangement. Yeah. By the time is followed by past tense and then followed by past perfect. Whereas as soon as is we got a past perfect in first and followed by past tense or simple past tense then. That's maybe it's clear. Okay. If you have a questions, just ask me in the e-learning and the timeline and the e-learning. We can discuss another one. Maybe some question, some that things, yeah, that make the thing is spinning around in your head. So just put it in e-learning. Okay, guys. Okay, maybe that's all for our meeting for the past perfect tense. So I hope you will get a lot of material that I deliver to you, that I provide to you, that I mention and I say to you. This is just maybe the hard one. If the people don't understand the concept of past tense, past perfect, because past tense we got learn it in 10th grade. Yeah, so I hope you all get understand about past tense first, and then in the next you have to get understand about the past perfect when you want to say something that happened before another action happened in the past. So when you are telling something about your experience before that experience comes, and then get another action comes in the past, you have to master it this past perfect tense. So that's all, guys. Thank you for your attention. I hope you get wonderful condition to follow a lot of the lesson from me or another teacher in Manampat Banjar. So thank you for your attention. A lot of thanks for your watching my video. Yeah. If you have a friend, have a family that need this video, just share it. Thank you. That's Isis. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.